Hi everyone, so today's video is starting petunia seed. Now this will be my first time starting petunia seeds. I'm really excited about growing petunias. There's a lot of beautiful colors you can get now, and it's getting easier and easier to find the seeds, particularly online. And so I'm going to share that with you and how I'm starting these seeds. Now petunia seeds like to be sown directly on top of the soil. They're extremely small seed. They need temperatures of 13 to 15 Celsius. That would be the lowest you'd want to go. No direct sunlight. So I'm putting them in a room with grow lights. So they aren't going to be here where there's direct west sunlight. And they will take a break during germination, which I'll talk about in the video, that sometimes they will grow and then they'll stop for a little bit and then they'll start growing again. So we're going to grow a number of different varieties. One of them I'm really excited about. It's the Tidal wave. I do have some footage of last year. I did find some plants that actually it was a hanging basket that I altered and put into my pots on my deck, and well worth it. So now I'm hooked on them, and I'll share that with you in a bit of footage from that video. But I think this is great. There's a lot of savings to be had with growing your petunias yourself, and quite honestly, why not? I mean, we're gardeners. We'll try anything at least once, right? So let's get at it and let's germinate some petunia seeds, and I will keep you up to date on how they make out. But as you can see, I'm starting to run out of space on the shelving is. So yeah, I move into other areas of the house with grow lights on, table lamps and things like that. Whatever works, because soon they'll be out in the garden. It's actually warmed up here and now it's starting to melt, and it's a sloppy mess outside. So we won't be going out there today for any sort of tour because it's just a wet mess and my feet will be soaked. So let's get at it. So we're going to start with planting up the Easy Wave Pink Passion, and there's only 10 seeds in here. And then we're going to start the Sophistica Lime Green, which is 25 seeds. And then we will only use 35 of these cells. So in the remaining cells, I'm going to start some additional echinacea. So I have this little dish here that I'm going to use to put the seeds in it, and I've already mixed up my soil. Now this is a different brand of soil. I've tried quite a few this year. This is the Pro Mix Premium All-Purpose Soil Mix. It did have some perlite in it. I also added some extra perlite to it. So we'll see how it does. It did have a lot more twigs and tree branches in it, so that was a bit of a downer, but I did pick them out when I mixed it up. But I'll post pictures of what I'm using now, and we'll see how well these do. So I'm going to start with the Pink Passion first, and I'm just going to show you. These come in little vials from Veseys, and you can see the vial and how tiny those seeds are. I did try using a toothpick, doing the toothpick method. I don't like it. The one thing I did learn though about doing petunia seeds is when you drop them in the cell, don't rub them too much in your fingers or they fall apart. They just turn into basically dust. So you can see there, very little in there. So I'm just basically going to take them with one hand and pick it up, and I can't really show you that. I don't know if there you can see it. And I'm going to drop it in the cells, right on top. Now, petunias need light to germinate, so I don't cover them. I just drop them on the cells, and then we'll overhead spray. And that will help to prevent them from getting stuck under the soil and not germinating, because they do need that light. And doing it this route seems to work really good. If you can't pick them up with your fingers like I am, you could go ahead and use tweezers, or you could use the toothpick method where you dip the toothpick in water and you grab the seeds. That is an option. And then I'm just going to throw one over here in the first cell. So that's how easy it is to start these. Now we're going to open the lime green up. This is the one I'm excited about. I grew lime green petunias last year, and I'll see if I can post a picture of what they look like. I did them with a coral petunia, and they were gorgeous. So I want to start some more of them, and I'll probably end up buying some because I only got 25 seeds of this, 35 in total between the two. And you can see them right there. And we're just going to throw them in there. That doesn't seem like no 25 seeds. There's no way that's 25 seeds. Huh. So I guess we aren't having 25 seeds. I'll have to check back with Veseys and see what happened there. Anyhow, we will start them in here. All that means is that we're going to have more cornflowers in this tray, which is fine. So I'm just picking them up one at a time and dropping them on top of the soil. So that's a bit of a bummer. And we'll just do 2 over here. There's 1, 2. That's the thing. If I move it and I drop it in the wrong spot and not centered, if I pick it up, sometimes I will crush it with my fingers. So you got to be careful of that. Okay, so we have the pink passion here, and then we have the lime here. So now we will put in our cornflowers to fill up the rest of the pot. Sorry, the rest of the cells. I'm just going to open them like that. And these, of course, I can mass sprinkle these. I mean, you get a lot here. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to mass put them over here, and I can thin them. You could do these one at a time. You could put them in a dish and then be really accurate and just drop them like that, or you can mass spread them. If I do a tray that doesn't have the cell packs in them, normally I will just do a mass spread, but you can see here, like that was a way too much in that cell. So, and it's kind of in between cells when you do it that way. So it's actually better just to do them one at a time to save yourself some work. But in a plain empty tray with just soil and no divisions, definitely I can just broadcast them. And that makes it so much easier. And these ones I will come back and push them down into the soil. I'm going to have lots left, so I'll probably package these up and probably direct sow the remaining of the seeds in the garden. So that's the thing about any seeds. If you have too many, you can always direct sow. Echinacea are fine with direct sowing. They are just fine with it. So you definitely have some options if you have too many seed, or you don't want to maintain that many trays in the house, because it gets to be a bit too much, to be honest, sometimes when you're not like a greenhouse operation or something like that. So you can see there's tons left. So you get a lot of seed with the Echinacea or Rudbeckia. So we're just going to put that back in there, and I will tape that up and seal it. So that's the plan there. Now I'm just going to make the labels and clean up my mess. So you can see here's this. We're going to do the Easy Wave. Pink Passion, if I could spell. That one's going to go there. And then this is the, I'm just going to call this lime green petunias. It's Sophistica lime green. I don't want to write that all out, being kind of lazy. And then I'm just going to put on this and put purple cornflower. Now, with petunias, they will grow and then they will break for a little bit, and then they will grow some more. So just a heads up that is an issue that you will run into when you start petunias. So I just wanted to share that information in case you grow them and you're like, oh my goodness, they've stopped growing. Well, that's just normal for petunias. They do need lots of light to germinate, so be prepared. And when you spray them, spray high up to moisten them, because you're going to blow the seed away because it's small. And that's a good tip for growing any of the smaller seeds, is just keep it high up. And that way you make good contact with the soil and you don't send them flying across the room. which does happen. And I'll just come back and push that echinacea down now that I've moistened it. We'll just go like that. We're going to keep it simple. I don't worry too much when it comes to like echinacea, zinnias, things like that, because they're so hardy. They're just really easy to grow, usually. There we go. Oh, that one really sunk. Okay, because I pushed it down maybe a tad too hard. We'll just push that over there a bit and cover those up. All right, so let's put the tags in. So the pink passion is right here, and the lime green starts right here, and the echinacea is right here where it starts. So that was easy enough. Now I will show you what I've already started. The first one that I already started was the hybrid purple wave from McKenzie seed. Kind of the same, you hardly get any seeds in it. Not impressed with this one because I find they aren't selling it on their site anymore, and some of the seeds in this were crushed. So I had 2 packages of this and I lost a lot of seed. So I'm not recommending this. Petunia seed's really fragile, you guys. The other one I started is Island Waterfall Mixed. And this was 500 seeds that I did. I'll show you them. And then I started a Veseys, a Tidal Wave Silver, which I'll post a picture of. That was really gorgeous. So here is the hybrid purple wave, the McKenzie seeds, and here is the Tidal Wave Silver. These are Veseys, and all those are Tidal Wave Silver because it was gorgeous. And I'll post a picture because they were like my favorite, my new favorite petunia. Now, here's something I am trying. These are ice cube trays I got from the dollar store. This is what they look like. We drilled a couple holes in them, and I thought I'm going to use them to try starting seeds and see how they do. Now, I've been trying to fit them in this pot, and I got 1 screw up, well 2 screw ups here. 2 of these have this edge here versus this edge. These ones fit nicely on the trays. These ones do not. So if you do it and you want to fit them on a tray, you want the ones with the ends. And so I bought a whole pile of these to start seedlings in them because I didn't have enough cells. And we'll see how this goes. I'm just carefully resting this one on there, but these fit on there perfectly. You can see they overhang nicely on the edge. And if it works well, I'm going to start some more in these trays and keep trying to do some different things from a gardening perspective where we have reusable materials that are solid and will last a long time for starting seedlings. And if these work, they may be perfect for future years. Now you can look at the depth there. They're not bad compared to a regular cell. So I'm testing them out and I'll let you know the results, how they do. But I've got Tidal Wave in here and Hybrid Purple, which I'm really excited about. So we'll put the lid back on those. And then I'm going to take you and show you where I have the Island Petunias. So these are all Island Waterfall Petunias from Veseys. I ordered the 500 seeds. I've got them sitting under my grow lights. I grew all my peppers and stuff under the grow lights last year. It worked great on this table. Plus I put the table in front of the window. But you can see here I've got quite a few trays of them and then just the tray of the mix that we just did. And I think they're going to do great. I've used all Pro Mix soil in these with perlite, as you can see. And so I hope to get good germination on these. These were a beautiful mix of pinks, different shades of pinks, whites, and purples. So I think they'll be beneficial to use them in the garden. And I think they'll look gorgeous. They aren't a wave petunia. They're a waterfall regular petunia. But hey, if you mass plant them, they can do just as well as waves and that, especially if you feed them. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Let me know if you're growing petunias from seed and if you've done it before and any success. These will germinate probably within 10 days, I'm guessing, and they should be gorgeous. And boy, can you save a lot of money. I actually figured out the price of these, and they were like only a couple cents each when you grow them like this from seed versus buying them. So that's a huge saving if you combine in your soils, your perlites, your containers, even your time. It's just cents to grow petunias from seed. And quite honestly, I think they're pretty easy to grow, but we'll see how these do, and I'll give you guys an update. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.